Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Jedi Talk. I am your host, Brad Hughes.
Hello there. I'm your co-host, Evan T. Boucher.
I feel like I'm doing stand-up right now.
This is the exact same thing you said last year when we did Mando.
I think you're right. It's something about holding a microphone in your
And
hand
walking
and
around.
walking around, pacing.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm about to tell a really bad
And we're all
dick
looking
jokes.
at you, so it's
It
just
is
like,
weird.
yeah, we're going to heckle you.
That's fair. Oh, that's where I thrived. I used to thrive in that.
Duncan's going to lead the charge.
Oof. Duncan's going to be like, you suck. Today is not a typical episode. Today's something we've been talking about on the show. Oh, did I say hello there? Or did you say hello there to introduce you?
Yes.
Okay. Today's a little bit different on the show here. Today's episode, we're going to be doing our live in real time commentary
commentary.
about what's the guy's name?
Genndy Tartakovsky.
That guy's Clone Wars, the animated micro series
From like 2002, right?
Yeah,
2000.
this was the stuff that was on Cartoon Network, right?
Yeah,
You sit in
before
my spot, I'll kill you.
I was going to sit over there.
Okay.
Jeez.
How's that for a friendly
I
welcome?
want to sit by Duncan.
Haven't seen you in a week. You sit there, I'll kill you. I'm excited for this. I don't know what to expect. I think I've seen some of these in passing. I know I've seen some of Grievous.
Oh, yeah, this is where he thrives.
But
like,
is there talking in this?
yeah,
Okay.
it's more than Samurai Jack.
Okay,
Way more than Samurai
Because
Jack.
that's what I kind of think it's going to be like.
When action scenes take over, that's when there's no like talking.
Gotcha.
But outside of action, there's lots of dialogue.
Well, cool. So what we'll do is like we did all of our other commentaries that we've done, where we kind of go like, all right, we're hitting play now, and this is cool. I haven't even clicked on it. That's how little I know of this. They kind of put them all into volumes, so it's basically like chapters. Well, not basically. It is chapters 1 through 20 of this, and then the second volume is 21 through 25.
Yeah, and that's also how they released them on DVD.
Okay, but chapters 1 through 20 is an hour and 9 minutes.
Yeah.
And then 21 through 25 is only 4 episodes, and it's still an hour and 3 minutes.
Yeah, they just lengthen the episodes.
Huh, okay.
So originally they're all like 3 minutes, the episodes, 4 or 5 minutes max.
Gotcha.
But in volume 2, they're all 15, 20-ish minutes.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So was this considered canon when it came out? Or was
Yeah,
this,
yeah.
was?
And this
Okay.
was the hype Revenge of the Sith.
Gotcha.
This came out as like commercials for toys and Revenge of the Sith.
I would love to see it with those like commercials. That would have been so cool.
No, like this was the commercial.
Oh, this was the commercial.
Yeah, it's like go buy these toys and like go watch this movie.
Nice.
And Disney hasn't made it canon because it's still in this, what's it called, classics section of Disney Plus.
The vintage, whatever.
But Austin and I have talked in depth about it. Nick and I have talked in depth about it. I don't see a way where it's not canon.
Really?
I think it could be canon. So
Unless Bad Batch does something to...
I hope not, because I love this.
But this takes place in the same time period as Bad Batch, right?
No, this takes place in the same time period as Dave Filoni's Clone Wars. And
Okay.
I don't want to say anything else.
Okay.
I'm going to stop there.
All right, let's dive in here. We have pressed play. Let's see if Disney Plus will actually work tonight. Oh, God, please.
The suspense.
There we go. And it has started. He gives me a caption for words. That makes...
Star Wars. Clone Wars.
Kaiba.
Oh, that's cool. It shows the name of the creature Yoda's on. That's cool.
Oh, that's cool.
And this beats having the voice of war be like, meanwhile on Utapau.
Meanwhile, on Utapau,
This is like Yoda. Being
Yoda
like,
goes into battle. Oh, that's cool.
yeah.
I like this style animation better than I do like Rebels.
Yeah, because that's just like standard generic 3D animation.
Yeah.
This is stylized and like comic
it's
booky.
Kit Fisto.
Yeah, Fisto gets a lot of play in this.
Sweet. He's one of my favorite Jedi.
Good. You'll like it. You'll like his segment, I feel like.
So is this told like I'm sure I'll get the answer to this later, but is this told like a movie? Like is it one cohesive story or is it just kind of bop around the era?
In a way, it's basically like the Dave Filoni Clone Wars, where it's just random stuff.
Gotcha.
But it
But it
leads,
all mounts up.
yeah, it
Okay.
leads up to basically Anakin, you know. But you get a little bit of here, a little bit of there, but overarching
Oh,
is
look at Palpatine.
Anakin and strange Palpatine.
Is that James Arnold Taylor?
Yes, that's the best part about this. Obi-Wan is the same as Dave Filoni's Obi-Wan.
Is that what's his name?
Oz?
No, the guy who does him in the show.
Is it Frank Welker that does? No. I don't know who does Yoda.
I used to know it. Is Anakin the same?
It's not Matt Lanter. It's a big difference.
Really?
You're going to be like, whoa.
I think that Yoda sounds... If it's the same guy, he sounds better here than he does in the Clone Wars.
Yeah, I would agree with that. But Anakin still has his Padawan braid even on this.
Yeah.
This is basically like the ending of Attack of the Clones.
Yeah,
like it's the same.
It's the exact same thing.
Basically, yeah. Just troops loading up on a ship.
They're just kind of setting the tone for where it's at.
Yeah. See, some of the stylizing really works. Like Obi-Wan looks pretty good. Palpatine looks horrendous.
Very, very strange.
When you see Qui-Gon, I want to know what you'll think because it's a change.
Show up as a Force ghost?
I don't want to say anything.
It's gotta be. He's dead at this point.
I don't want to say anything. But some of the characters are great stylized. Other ones are like way off.
R2 and C-3PO look great.
Yeah.
Was that Anakin that got on the ship?
Yeah.
Okay.
The ships look great. I love this ship too. But he doesn't take R2 with him. He takes... Is this R5, I think? Oh, it's R4. So that's Obi-Wan's droid in Revenge of the Sith.
Padme looks good.
And Attack of the Clones.
That's so dramatic.
But this is definitely the style, though. There's no dialogue right now. It's just music and visuals telling the story.
Yeah. That's why I like the cut of Last Jedi like that. So wait, was that the end of one of the episodes?
Yeah. They work much better together. Like that, they were basically cartoons or commercials. So that's why they're better together.
This is great if you have ADD like I do.
Now we get like no dialogue for like 5 minutes. Obi-Wan's like, troopers, go on this mission, be badass. So they do. Well, here's dialogue here, but when the troopers are out, there's like no dialogue. That voice, though.
Yeah, but it sounds like Hayden.
It's closer to Hayden.
It sounds like someone doing an impression of Hayden.
Yeah.
But not a good impression.
Matt Landers is deeper. It's more like
Matt Landers is more like...
It's what you want Anakin to be.
But this is more accurate.
Yes. This is closer to Hayden.
Because he's kind of a wiener in those movies.
I love the ships. The ships look great. So a lot of it is just copy and paste, though. Like when you really look at it, it's like, but it's fine because that's how the ships are made. Like they're not going to be different.
Oh, by the way, I forgot to tell you this. Bentley loves Phantom Menace.
Nice. Pod racing or just all of it?
All of it. He asked me the other day we were in line at Gideon's, and he asked me if he could watch that movie with pod racing, but he didn't go to the pod racing scene.
Huh.
He loves Darth Maul.
Nice. Has he seen Clone Wars yet?
The
one with Darth Maul? Yeah. The Dave Filoni? No. Oh, man.
I think
just show him the Darth Maul episodes. I think
like next year he'll be more like... The other day I was talking to him, and I was like, you didn't even like Star Wars. He goes, I love Star Wars. And I was like, since when?
He got so defensive.
And he's like, no, I like Star Wars. And I'm like, okay. He looks even more like Jesus than the memes.
Yes, he does. He definitely does. Yes, here we get just the
Is this
arc.
Coruscant?
No, it's not Coruscant. I think
What
they do end up
this?
naming it, but it's not Coruscant. It's basically Greece. Look, it's ancient
That's what
Greece.
it looked like, but I just didn't know if I couldn't tell if it was Coruscant, just like banks or something.
Actually, the banking clan is a part of this. So maybe it's a banking clan system. We get that in the Dave Filoni Clone Wars, and it looks nothing like this. So maybe that's a differentiation.
Huh. I gotta say, I don't know how this all pans out, but the execution of this is like perfect so far. Like it works.
Yeah. And like you don't get in depth into the clones like you do in the Dave Filoni one.
I don't think you need
But
to.
that's fine.
always.
'Cause, yeah, I like this stuff here because like they don't take their helmets off. We don't see them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we don't see their face. In Clone Wars, Dave Filoni Clone Wars, it's all no helmets. It's
I
all
guess for a show like that where you are going to be more character driven, you kind of have to.
yeah, and especially because that shows Ahsoka and how she becomes friends with Rex and like all that stuff.
Oh, I pre-ordered some stuff today. This is exciting. We'll kind of throw this in there while we're watching these guys shoot the crap out of some battle droids. What is this?
It's like a
Oh, that's cool. Is it a
heat
gun
scanner,
also?
but it's not a heat scanner. No, it just like locates them, and then no dialogue. You just point now. It's like shoot here, shoot here.
I ordered Assad's Ventress Black Series.
Nice.
Comes out in like August or something. And you'll like this, the Mandalorian Black Series helmet.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
We saw that online today for like $120.
Yep.
So I don't know if you got a deal or not. but-
That's the retail.
Okay.
That's the retail price on it. It's hard to find it because you have to find. There's only a few websites that still have them available for pre-order.
Dang. I think it was Target where we saw it. I'm not
The
sure.
next, wait, you saw it in the store?
No.
Oh,
No. Just online. Yeah.
The next one I'm going to get after that is Wedge. I have to
Cool.
get that one.
Yeah, you do. That's definitely something you have to get.
100%.
Yeah.
Did you know that that Luke's Black Series helmet has lights in it that are like TIE fighters?
No.
Blaster going at you?
No,
I'm
that's
assuming
cool.
the Wedge one will have something similar.
Why wouldn't they do that on Pose? Pose has sound effects.
But
But it should have had that.
Just they kept evolving, you know.
Yeah, that's true. Which came out
That
first?
Pose one was the
Pose
the
did?
Pose one.
Okay. Because you gave it to me a year and a half ago
Year and
now.
a half ago?
Yeah,
And it had been out for a year at that point already.
that's true. Like this works. There's still no dialogue at all, but it just shows like how in sync the clones are.
You don't need
And,
to.
yeah.
You don't. I mean, like.
Now we get them talking to General Kenobi, but they don't talk to each other because they're so same-minded. And the battle droids are
They look great.
they look great, but they're stupid, but they're not as stupid as Dave Filoni Clone Wars makes them, where it's like
I think
Roger,
they're
who's
pretty-
Roger, who's Roger? Like,
Have you? I mean, they're pretty stupid in Phantom Menace.
yeah,
Like,
I
they're
think I
pretty
feel like Clone Wars takes them to another level, where it's just like they're the intellectual level of like a 3-year-old,
give a 3-year-old a gun.
essentially.
But I remember though too. That is like I know Star Wars is for kids, but that is a kids show about
That's true.
kids idea. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's also part of the idea of Star Wars, but specifically Clone Wars, where it's like human versus droid, like robotics versus the human aspect. I see. That's the end of this episode. So now we jump Mon Calamari.
Nice.
Riches have divided.
I love the Mon Cala. They look
And
good
the
there.
Quar-
the
the
Corrin.
Corrin.
They look good here too. But this shows the divide that we see in the Dave Filoni Clone Wars even. So this ties perfectly into that.
Speaking of calamari, I got.
And this is cool right here.
Cala. That's dope. I got Admiral Akbar Black Series today.
His face is hilarious. He's got
like-
like open mouth. Yeah.
He looks like he did in Last Jedi right when he was getting sucked out of the.
Damn, too soon. Too soon. Oh, here's your boy, Fisto.
Oh, I love Kid Fisto. Hidden
See-
Mickeys.
Oh, before they were even a thing.
Foreshadowing.
Yeah. Look how jacked he is. Look
He
at
is
him.
Shred City.
Now this, I don't know what his lightsaber's like in the book, but this might
In
be
what book?
different in the lightsaber book.
Oh no, it's the same one I think.
But look, like we see it underwater. That looks pretty sick. I don't know if it actually does that.
I think lightsabers can be activated underwater.
I don't know. Well, they can, because in Dave Filoni's Clone Wars we see it.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I thought we had before.
yeah. I like the clone troopers in the water. They swim now.
They swim now.
They swim now. I feel like for Fisto, they just took like the Samurai Jack mold and just like
And just put
put dreads on it.
dreads on them.
Yeah.
Green dreads.
Yeah. This is like Samurai Jack music too. It sounds like.
I never watched Samurai Jack.
No.
I was one of those things
Ooh.
I saw. Like I've seen episodes.
You know
but,
about
like, I
it. You know
didn't
what it
watch
is.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I know the style. There was like no talking in that.
No, it was like,
Like very
two
little
sentences
dialogue.
the whole episode.
Yeah.
A 30-minute episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was just visually.
And they'd always be like, Jakku! Or not Jak. It's Aku. Aku! How dare you kill my family? And that was it. Makes me want to go eat seafood.
It is making me hungry.
Yeah.
Want some calamari?
Yeah.
Whoa, that was amazing.
That was cool.
What? They pulled that off in 2D animation. It's like he's got balls on the back of his neck. Look,
That is
Ollie.
so funny. Look at that.
just two big
The
thick
corn?
nuts hanging off the back.
Do we see the back of the corn in live
I
action?
don't think so.
That's probably why.
That's probably why. Just two big thickies just hanging out the back.
Now he's a waterbender here. I don't. Okay. I mean, yeah.
It's just the Force.
Yeah, it makes sense, but just like kind of goofy to see.
I mean, to be fair, we're watching a green guy with dreads
Swim around with
swim
snakes
around with
and
snakes
push a
with
lobster
a beam
cannon.
of light
Yeah,
as a weapon. I mean,
Yeah.
that's not the dumbest thing I've seen on this so far.
that's true. look his face here. He's a badass. He's like, yep, we did that. He didn't even speak.
That's
that
smart.
whole episode, no dialogue. It's so good. Now we get a space battle. We get to see Anakin actually be a pretty good pilot instead of just hearing how he's the best pilot.
Yeah, I noticed that in Phantom Menace. I'm like, this doesn't count as him being a good pilot. It was, what about that spinning's a good
Yeah.
trick?
And then,
It's
yeah.
fresh in my mind because I just rewatched it the other day. How about we go left?
And he accidentally blows up the ship from the inside.
Whoa, everything's overheated. I guess we're screwed. Just kidding. I like how the light goes like.
Not gonna make it. So these are the banking clan guys, and now we finally get our newly
Wait a
recanonized,
second.
new
That
canonized
looks like,
bounty hunter coming in.
but they look like Plagueis.
A little bit. He might be that same species. There's our newly
Oh,
recanonized.
it's Drug or
Dirge.
Dirge.
They point at him. He's like, "You." And they have IG units here, like a whole
What?
army of them.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. What if it's like Skull Bike?
You going to bed? Okay. Those are like the swoop bikes from the Shadows of the Empire video game.
Oh, nice. I haven't really seen enough of that game. I never knew that.
I'll show you. I love that game because you fight IG-88. Oh, there's a toy of that. I didn't know there was a toy of that.
Yeah, they do look like those bikes. Huh. I'm shocked you haven't seen that toy at the conventions at all.
I haven't seen it. If I see it, I'll buy it. It's only
believe
like
it.
$5 on eBay. Dirge?
Dirge.
Dirge. Like Surge, but with a D.
Yeah.
Like the greatest soda of the 90s.
I think you're discounting Mountain Mist.
Mr. Pibb.
Mr. Pibb.
Dr.
Now this
Thunder.
is pretty badass too. He's just taking out all these tanks. And the IG units are being pretty sweet too, taking out big ass tanks.
I think the IG units look a little weak.
They kind of fall apart, like they have flimsy looking arms.
Well, I mean, IG-11 and 88 both do.
Yeah.
That was it?
Uh-oh. Do we have Disney Plus? No, okay. We come back to that arc. We come back. So
Okay.
it kind of jumps around, but now we come back.
So when they showed these on TV, did they just show them one at a time with these little things? Like, Was it in between shows, or how did they?
Initially, yeah, but eventually Clone Wars
How would they?
initially, yeah, but then eventually Cartoon Network was like, here's Volume 1.
How would
here's
you have seen
Volume
these
2.
in order?
You wouldn't have. They were just all over the place.
That's annoying.
Yeah. Now Dooku looks fine here.
I love him.
But it doesn't like look what Christopher Lee looks like. But neither
but
does
it's
Dave
just-
Filoni's Clone Wars.
It's a stylized version. I mean, like,
yeah, but it looks good. I like how he
I
looks.
think it was great.
He looks very like Roman like leader or something, like with his
Yeah.
pointy beard and like. And this whole scene is just very Samurai Jack too, just a bunch of warriors just fighting it out.
Are they on Geonosis? What is this?
No, we don't know the name of this planet. They don't hardly give any locations in this show.
That's annoying.
It is a little bit.
That sounds.
That might be Corey Burton. I'm not sure.
It's Corey.
Corey Burton does.
I think it is.
Yeah, he does Count Dooku in the Dave Filoni series. But here we go. We get introduction of this character here.
Asajj.
Yeah, this is where we first find Asajj.
Is her first appearance?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah. This is like the only place where I could find some contradiction. But you can make it work. Because essentially Dooku in Dave Filoni's Clone Wars calls up the Night Sisters and is like, hey, I need a warrior. Do you got anybody for me? And then Mother Talzin gives him Ventress. So essentially, like, maybe this is where she goes after Dooku calls her up, maybe. So, like,
Yeah.
you can make it work. But this isn't exactly.
It does, yeah. This does kind of.
She just kind of.
It is
Maybe.
a contradiction on some level.
Maybe he's like, hey, come to this arena so I can see your skills. This is just like Samurai Jack, this kind of stuff.
Corey Burton was born in 1955.
Yeah, I saw that the other day because we were watching Peter Pan 2, and I knew Hans Conried had passed away, so he couldn't do Captain Hook. So I was like, wait, that sounds like Corey Burton doing Captain Hook. So I looked it up, and yeah, Corey Burton does Captain Hook.
Yeah, it's him.
Yeah.
Chapter 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 16,
Yeah.
22, 24,
Dang, spoilers.
25.
I'm going to see what all he's in.
I'll
Man.
tell you what it's about. We know Dooku's alive until 3.
That's true. So somebody lops off his head.
You are a foolish old man who knows nothing of the dark side.
See, they never said they've met for the first time.
What'd you say?
They didn't say that they met for the first time. This could be
That's
him,
true.
like,
This is like, yeah, he's just like, hey, come to this arena
Yeah.
so I can test you.
that sounded like Yzma's voice, by the way.
Yeah, it's not Eartha Kitt, but it sounds a little bit like Eartha Kitt. I've been watching that too. You remember the Emperor's
favorite
New
line-
School? Do you remember that?
I remember it was a show, right?
Yeah, I've been watching that. I
Is it
love
on
that.
Disney Plus?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
My favorite line of that movie is when she goes, "Well, he ain't getting any deader."
And everyone's like, back to work.
Back to work.
Yeah, that is great. She's so underrated. That whole movie's underrated.
That
but
movie's incredible.
Yeah, I love
I've
Yzma.
always loved that movie.
Yeah.
I had that like collector's edition on DVD as a kid.
I didn't even get the DVD. I had the VHS.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, see who's watching up there?
It's is that all Palpy boy?
Yeah, the old Palps.
Papa Palps?
It's nice to see Dooku in action and like not look
Just
stupid though,
get
because like
mauled.
Yeah, really.
No pun intended.
Like, because in Clone Wars, he's not always the best in action.
Oh, I know who that is now.
Look at that saber.
That's the
It
chick
looks
that
good.
was Susie from Rugrats. She has,
Ooh.
she has a bunch of voices.
Yeah, you're right. I don't know her name, but yeah. I love how Palpatine's okay with this. He's like, really, we're only supposed to have 2, but we can get Grievous. Okay, we can get Ventress. Okay, we can get Anakin.
Let's see. Cree Summer.
Huh. That's definitely her.
They must be punished. The Jedi shall fall.
Look at that.
Oh, her.
Yeah.
So that follows with what they do with her later.
Yeah. Okay, we're back to
Dave
Dirge.
Filoni used to write a check to somebody.
Yeah. Dave's not involved in this at all. So it's...
He ripped off a lot of storylines that or not ripped off.
I mean, they let him use them.
continued.
Yeah. Here we go. Back to Dirge.
This is the groundwork for the whole show.
Yeah. That's why I still think this could be canon. I think one day they'll move this over to canon. Especially now they brought back Dirge. Oh, look at this. We get Kenobi. Yeah.
Is that him?
Armored Kenobi, yeah.
I'm not seeing her on this for this show, by the way.
Ooh, maybe not. It does sound
no,
like
hang
her.
hang on. Star Wars Clone Wars, Chapter 14. Huh. I wonder if I'm misremembering the voice. That was a cool shot of that thing.
Yeah, just bouncing around. Yeah. Now Dirge sees him picking off everybody, so he's like, I gotta take this guy out. It's so weird. Like, I grew up watching this and Dexter's Lab, but as a kid, I never made the connection that this and Samurai Jack and
really?
Dexter's Lab are all the same dude. This and Samurai Jack I did,
Okay.
but I didn't know Dexter's Lab was.
I just was sitting over here looking because I thought I was right. I looked her up. It's Gray
Delisle?
Delisle? And it's Emily Elizabeth from Clifford.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
I
can hear that.
That's how I looked it up to see if that was her.
Yeah.
That's the other voice I thought I had in my head. I was like, maybe that's what I'm misremembering.
Yeah. Dirge has like so many weapons. He's got to be Mandalorian
he a
inspired.
machine?
You'll see. Because Kenobi stabbed him and it didn't kill him. So you'll see.
It's got to be a machine. He got like joints. Like,
That's just the armor. Yeah, see, he's not a
what
machine.
the hell?
Yeah. That's not the last of Dirge, though. Because we know he's canon, and he's still alive.
Ooh. Is he like a... Was this the first good animated Star Wars thing?
Yeah.
I wanted to put droids up on
I
here.
haven't watched that one.
It's not on here.
I know. I haven't watched it, though, like anywhere.
I tried to watch Caravan of Courage the other day.
Ooh.
I'm
gonna.
I couldn't do it.
After this,
I
that's
was
not tonight,
by
but soon.
myself
Yeah.
Drinking, and I still couldn't watch it.
The droid decas look a little silly, too, though. They're, like, way out of proportion.
Droid decals. look cool.
I feel like they're out of proportion a little.
Oh, I mean, maybe a little.
They're top
but
heavy
a little
looking.
Top heavy,
Like,
but
yeah.
He literally looks like Jesus.
Yeah, he does. That's a saber though.
Yeah.
They got all the hilts down.
That is entirely up to you and your unconditional surrender.
I wonder if he's like a ripoff or like a related to the Mandalorian somehow, because he has many of their weapons, like those saber like deflectors on his wrists.
Canon now, he will be.
Yeah, he's got to be Mandalorian
Stole
related.
Mandalorian armor or something.
and weapons. I don't know what to describe him like, but he's just like
a series
a
of
bunch of tendons and muscles, I guess. Like,
He's purple spaghetti, bro.
yeah.
He's like the Hydra. It
That's
cuts
what I was
off
trying
and
to say
grows back.
the other day. Jeez.
Dude, I don't know what they've been doing up there. It sounds like they're bowling.
Yeah.
Like sometimes you'll just hear like,
See, he gets like
Jesus.
engulfed and swallowed up by Dirge.
What? What? What the
He
hell?
force pushed his way out of there.
Oh.
Are you alright? I'm fine. Seems I've created quite the mess now, haven't I?
Did Holly go to bed or did they take Duncan out?
Now, where were we?
I think they just went out. They didn't come back yet.
I believe you were surrendering.
How about that? That'd be a cool helmet.
I was just
Cool,
about to say,
Black Series.
I want a Black Series helmet.
So that was the end of that episode. So you don't even notice it really. Like that we just jumped to a new episode.
Yeah, it just kind of feels like you're watching a story.
Yeah. Because that's how Star Wars movies
I
even
like
go.
it better this way.
Yeah. You're not wasting 25 minutes on a planet called like the Void where the droids and a little frog roll around, which is George Lucas's favorite arc, by the way. Which
Oh, I'm not surprised. It's terrible. It's
General
gotta be-
Gascon and the droids. That arc is the worst arc in all of Star Wars.
No, the droids arc is pretty rough.
See, it's nice to see Anakin like not only be a pilot and be a successful pilot, but like in the Dave Filoni Clone Wars, he basically always crashes. It's like he'll do good in space, but then like they always crash land on whatever planet, and that's how the arc starts. So it's nice to see him here, like
Meanwhile, the greatest pilot in the galaxy is crashing again.
yeah. So it's nice to see that not be a thing here. I love that sound effect though.
See, I really like his voice.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna be more like put off by it, but you
because-
put it right.
because
It's
sounds
closer
like
to Hayden.
Yeah.
I like
I've always thought
Matt's
that
better.
That Matt
but
Lanter's one sounded a little too like grown up.
it's what you want it to be, but it's not what we got.
No. Jesus Christ.
That was nice. But now he's got friendly fire basically chasing him. But he knew that going into it, so like that was part of his plan. So now he's gonna fly into this ship with the friendly fire chasing him.
As a kid.
Yeah,
Phantom
except
Menace, the
he
same
did it
thing. So this time he
intentional
did it
here.
on purpose, yeah.
Yeah. The whole squadron?
I see. Love of the finest planet. This one's mine.
Oh, she got kidnapped out there. You going to bed?
Kind of like the design of that ship. It's just
cool.
different.
It wouldn't work in live action,
No.
but it works here. It's cool.
I just like it because it's different. Like, it's not one of my favorites.
Do we know whose ship this is?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it a character we know already?
Yeah.
Is that Dooku? Asajj?
It's one of those.
It's Asajj.
It's Count Asajj. Dooku Ventress.
Increase power to the thrusters, off boy. This is no droid pilot.
He loves his turkey.
You're talking about
Duncan.
me or Duncan? Okay.
Duncan, not Anakin.
Oh, not Anakin either? Oh. Turkey's okay.
I love turkey. That's what he would have said in the movies.
It's smooth and it gets everywhere when Duncan eats it.
It's everywhere.
Okay, so this ship was led Anakin to the planet where...
Wow, he's really
Kenobi
stupid
was,
just
and-
following it. Let it go.
Yeah. Huh. Wise advice. Someone's going to give Anakin that advice here. It's funny you said that.
That is.
Is it, though?
Like that to me that sounds like spot on.
Yeah, it does.
I'm sorry, master. Well, see, I think that Matt Lantern's the same kind of idea that Chris Pine did with Captain Kirk. Well, you can't go out and do a Captain Kirk impression
No.
for a live-action Star Trek
For a
movie.
3-hour movie.
2015. You know what I mean? It just
No.
wouldn't work.
Yeah.
And so I think like the same kind of thing. You couldn't be like, but Obi-Wan, I want to go in your meeting.
Because that's 300 episodes. Like, you can't do that every episode.
So he made it his own thing. I think it's a cool idea. And I think this is cool too because this guy did his own thing too, kind of.
And see, we all love James Arnold Taylor, but his is that Ewan impression. And that's fine because it's great. We love it. And I would say that with Corey Burton. Corey's is a Christopher Lee impression.
Yeah.
But that we love it. That's
But I
fine.
think for those characters, they're so beloved. Like Anakin was a new character as
True.
far as his portrayal, right?
True. Dooku was too, though.
Dooku was too, but it's also
Christopher Lee. Yeah, it depends on if you have a beloved actor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he sounded like Christopher Lee. You know what I mean? It was just.
Yeah.
It wasn't anything other than that.
Yeah. Count Dracula.
Yes. They said it.
They did say it. Oh, yes. This is very Samurai Jack, this little episode. Just a little guy running across the field.
Who is this guy?
Broom Boy.
Is it Broom Kid's dad?
What if it was?
Broom Dad?
Broom. We know the Broom Kid's name, Tamaria Blagg.
I don't know the Broom Kid's name. I know it's in the visual dictionary, but
So what would his dad's name be? It'd have to be Blagg again.
He's fired up.
Hi, bud. Hello, Duncan.
Oh, nice window.
Heck yeah.
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
Hi, bud. Hi, Duncan. What's up? What
Like,
do you
he's
think?
watched Star Wars.
What's your take on the show, huh?
He's like, what's that?
Come
He's
sit
all
with us.
hyped up. Oh, you make the jump over there, little Duncan?
Making a jump to light speed.
Nice. You light speed skipping? See, like, I mean, I do like the fact that they don't waste a lot of time just showing random clones cutting down random droids. They'll spend like 20 seconds kind of setting up that's the scene, but then we move past that.
But I think even if they did take the time to do it's a war. It's Clone Wars. Like that's,
but I'm tired of seeing faceless droid shoot faceless clone. Like that's
but
that's
the
one of
war
the
was.
downfalls of Dave Filoni's Clone Wars. Is
Yeah.
it's too much of that when they get into the battle. But like outside of battle, he does a good job breaking down the clones. But here it's like it's establishing the shots of like two armies fighting, but then we get like the story part. The Jedi comes in. Oh, it's pretty savage. It's pretty savage. This show is dark too. I'm very surprised how dark it was. Dang. Yeah. It just squishes thousands of people.
Whoa.
So if you're under that thing.
Wilhelm scream.
I've never heard that until now. Yeah, I just heard it. Sand, man. It's rough and irritating.
And so now everyone's falling down there. They're gonna hit it again.
Yeah, if you get under that thing, you're gonna get squished.
Oof. Whoa. It's so ominous.
It is. Like, how do you get out of the way of that thing too? Like, what do you do?
Slam.
Dang.
Whoa.
How many people are just getting smushed by that thing?
God.
Getting murked. I know he lost his lightsaber. That weapon is his life.
You can go to either one.
Uh-oh. He's got no lightsaber. You can go that way.
You can go either
Just
way.
go to the left.
That way you just gotta go either
Or
one.
that
Yeah,
way.
it doesn't matter. They're at least in the same place. Do you have a problem with
I
him
love
beating
that.
up the machines?
No, I love it.
But you have a problem with Styx breaking up stormtrooper armor.
But he's Samuel L. Jackson.
No, it's Mace
he's
Windu.
he's a BMF.
That is so insane.
Did you see his speed punches there?
Yeah, but
that was
You
nasty.
just break your hands faster.
Nah, not his hands.
Oh my gosh.
He's tired of
You
all
are
these droids.
You are not consistent.
Look at this. Look at his strides. Look at it. He's awesome.
That's one thing we never saw again in canon.
This speed run, the force
It's the
run.
Force run.
Asajj did it earlier in the arena.
Yeah, like
and
I
now
said,
Mace did
canon.
it here. Yeah. Never again it comes up.
Never again. Just
No.
just the one time in Phantom Menace.
You think you would use that a lot? Like,
I mean, that's gangster.
yeah.
A little cartoony.
That's the thing. Like that punching thing, not in live action. That would never work. And some of these, yeah,
None of that would
Yeah.
work either.
that
That's
might though.
cool.
That might, yeah.
God.
Speed punch again. He's gonna use it. It's like one of his favorites. Does he go back to it? I thought he goes back to it. Maybe not. That's pretty sick. Pops out all the screws and bolts. Yeah.
That's so cool.
I love Mace.
They got the hilts down very well.
Yeah. They translate amazing. Another one. They use that speed run all the time.
Cut the wings off of it.
Dang. I love that alarm sound too.
I love seeing the lightsaber used as a tool.
Yeah. Because it's more than a weapon.
Yeah. In the High Republic, they use them to act. There's some ships you have to have your lightsaber to activate
I did
ships
hear
with.
that. Yeah, that's so cool. That's the thing with Star Wars. Like, you don't need a key. You just jump in whatever
Yeah.
ship you want and just fly away. Like,
Have you read any more of High Republic?
no, man. I hate. Well, I'm loving everything going on with my life right now, but I just hate how I get home, I go to sleep. I eat, I go to sleep. My eating and sleep schedule is insane right now. It makes no sense.
It's me and Evan. Oh my God, it's Mace Windu.
Right? Was there any
will say
dialogue in that?
his- No.
No. That's
I will
crazy.
say his lightsaber doesn't hook that way.
No, that's true.
Not a single word.
No, but that's probably one of my favorites.
Yeah, that was
out of the whole
awesome.
series. Now, this is basically Ilum. It's not confirmed, but this is Ilum. Like it has to be.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Listen to that music. Kind of gives me some like Ray theme vibes. Did you hear it?
A little bit.
Like the bells.
Yeah. So that's Barasafi. And I forget her master's
Is she
name.
the one that bombs?
The Jedi Temple.
Yeah.
That blames Ahsoka.
Yeah.
Yeah, Luminara, duh. That's her master.
It's Ilum.
Yeah.
They even got the snow down. Is that just by happenstance? Or do they just take this idea and run with it?
That's what it was. They were like, hey, it worked for that. Let's do it again. That sounds like the voice actor for Kida from Atlantis. Princess Kida.
I'm not a fan of that movie.
No.
No,
I
think
love
it's-
Atlantis.
I think it's terrible.
I think you're terrible.
That's fair.
I don't think you're terrible.
It's
but-
fair and valid.
Which one?
Both.
Oh, okay. This is cool seeing Master and Apprentice like as one. They're very in sync, like literally in sync.
Yeah.
I think they kind of go crazy with speedrun here a little bit, the Force run. But I think it's fine. Like they're not overusing
It
it.
fits the show style.
Yeah. Because Samurai Jack runs like that,
Yeah.
and he doesn't have the Force. Like, too bad Dexter never ran like that. Can you imagine his little feet just?
Dexter?
No, Dexter from Dexter's Lab.
Oh.
His little feet just
DD, my
Trying to-
laboratory.
chase Dee Dee out of the lab.
That show holds up, by the way.
Oh yeah. What about his nemesis, Sue? That's his name. I forget
Sue?
his fake name, but they named him Sue. His
Yeah,
parents,
his-
and that's why he turns evil.
Ah.
Like, yeah.
What was that kid's
Crap.
name?
What is his name? I love that character.
Mandrake?
Yeah. It might be Mandrake. It's Man something. Mandark. It's one of those. I think you might have it. But he was great. I loved him.
Ha
Ha ha ha ha ha
I now
ha.
have a laboratory too.
They always made evil robots to fight Dexter's robots. What about the one when they take over the presidents from
Mandark.
Mandark? Did I say that? I forget.
You said it, yeah.
I did?
I said
Okay.
Mandrake. But I don't know what the hell
Close.
that is.
It's
But-
jumble letters around.
If you gave me like before that, you said, "Hey,
Ooh, look at that.
what's the
That's good.
character from the name?" Or we shoot you in the head. I would have gotten shot in the head. I wouldn't even come up
Dang.
with Mandrake.
You would have. You just did though.
But I wouldn't have thought of. I just started thinking about because I started thinking about the show. I don't know. I couldn't have pulled that. Who's this dude on the right? Oh, he's just a guard.
No, that's he's in Attack of the Clones.
It's the.
It's not Captain Panaka because he's in Phantom Menace. It's the guy from Attack of the Clones. I forget his name.
I like Yoda's outfit there.
And Yoda's using a mind trick on him here.
Is that C-3PO?
Yeah,
He looks a little gray.
he is. He hasn't got plated yet. This is him between. Wait,
No, he
In-
should be gold at this
in
point.
Attack of the Clones. So this must. Okay, this part is like a contradiction then, because he's gold in Attack of the Clones. Yeah. No, he's not. Yeah,
Did you
they
say
did say
Ilum?
it. Yeah. I forgot that.
Okay, so it is Ilum.
He's not gold in Attack of the Clones. That's where they pick him up on Tatooine, is in Attack of the Clones. He gets gold plated after, though, for the wedding.
So yeah, after
Yeah.
this, he would be
Some
gold.
point he gets, yeah, he would have to be gold here. So that's a contradiction, but like,
You can
that's
mark-
not a
you can
story
mark it up to-
contradiction.
You can mark it up to stylization.
yeah,
of the
that's not a
character.
story contradiction. If it was like, his name isn't C-3PO, it'd be like, wait,
Yeah.
yeah.
By the way, the voice of Padme right there was. I love it.
Yeah.
Yoda's awesome.
I feel like that's the only planet named in this whole show. Is Ilum. So that's very cool that they did that.
There's like, I think it's because they went off the show.
Yeah.
There's no real contradictions. I mean, dude, how gangster is Yoda?
And this looks, excuse me, that looks better than Attack of the Clones Yoda, jumping around all willy-nilly.
They really butchered that.
Which is so weird, though, because as a kid at the time, I
We were
lost
like-
it.
I
I was
did
like,
too.
whoa, Yoda's jumping around. But now it's like, eh.
It's just silly because like then he goes back. He's like,
Yeah.
can't walk.
But same thing here, though. He's going to grab his cane after this and just,
Yeah, but he's not doing anything where you're like, okay.
well,
like that.
yeah, he's starting to hop around.
That's cool. Did we talk about the lightsaber on the live stream?
The Josh
video
Tomorrow?
lightsaber? Yeah.
Yeah. Which our awesome producer, Austin, has some ideas for the show. I want
Sweet.
to talk about after.
Can't wait.
I told him we might call him up. So we'll see.
It'd be fun to have him on.
We'll see.
I go back and forth. I'm like, I talked about it on another podcast I did for the Magical Merch Group.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they're going to sell it, but I think not initially.
Oh, yeah, I agree.
I think it's going to be something that like entices you to want to stay there.
Right.
And you can buy it.
You're going to
there.
see it all over Instagram. And
And then they're
that
eventually
rich
gonna-
family that you know is going to be like, dude, they had this lightsaber that was a real lightsaber.
Did you give me one? No, I didn't know you wanted one.
And it's like, well, they didn't sell them yet. They told them next time we come, we can buy one.
Here's
you
the
know?
thing. We need to, the day that we need to book. The
Yeah.
day that, and then just pay it all. I mean, that's one of those things, man, especially you and me, we have to do that together.
Yeah,
I wouldn't have as much fun if we went and did it separately.
definitely not.
Right?
Yeah,
And that's
especially because we love Holly, but Holly isn't as all about it.
She doesn't. She already said she doesn't feel like she doesn't want to spend the money on it.
Wow, not even just to see what it's like.
I mean, I wouldn't spend $2,500 on something just to see what it's like.
But she's like a Disney fan too, so like you think technologically she'd be like, I want to know what they're doing. What's the new theme and technology they have? Like, what are they doing?
I can't wait to see more about the Halcyon in that book.
Me too.
Remind me before you leave, and I'll pre-order the book for us.
What was it, like 25? No, it was more than that.
I think it's
Was
like
it 50?
40. I think it's like
Okay.
40.
That's fine.
And I do know this, that when you pre-order it, if it goes down in price, you don't.
That's
pay it
true. They give
until-
you whatever it
yeah.
is. Yeah.
What is it, R2?
I just lost it when I saw there's going to be another RX pilot.
It's pretty.
That was
dope.
awesome. Because we've seen them in Rebels, so we know, obviously they're canon, but now like we've seen them in the movies. We saw them in Star Tours.
Bless you.
This is pretty messed up, though. She's like, I'm going to use C-3PO as bait.
Dude, he's a droid. You can fix him.
That's true.
I love R2. It's Anthony Daniels.
It is Anthony. They always get him. He's going to do that voice until he's gone. No one else will.
I like the C-3PO design because it kind of looks like he did in the Droid show.
Yeah.
Like they definitely went off that.
Except for in Faithful Wookiee, he blinks. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
That's why. Why make him blink?
Because, man, they didn't care back
I
then.
guess not.
And
but
that's why I have such an issue with
that makes
it's
your
one of
anime.
the issues
That
I
makes
have-
your animators do more work. Why
Right.
would you tell
Why
them
would
to make him
right,
blink?
Yeah. And that's one of the issues I have with people like glorifying George Lucas 24/7. It's like, hey man, he did a lot of what if Disney came out with that?
Ugh.
Like what if that look that like,
They'd storm Lucasfilm.
I mean, but you're praising that guy now and you want him back? Did you see people? I didn't even want to look at the reactions, but did you see that Ryan Johnson said he wants to do an episode of Mandalorian?
No, I didn't see that. That'd be awesome.
Did I call it or what?
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
I said give him. Remember I told you that I said give him an episode of Mandalorian. Get
You
back in
slowly
the
work
fans'
him in.
good grace.
Slowly work him in.
I say good graces in quotes because I don't think he did anything wrong with Last Jedi.
No,
But
For the people who are like, I don't like Disney. Ruin Johnson.
Like
Ruin
you're so-
Johnson.
You're so
dumb.
original.
And Jar Jar
You
Abrams. Have you seen
your
that?
own original thoughts because everyone feels the same way. That looks like what you call it,
Yeah, that'd be cool if it was. But also,
It's like Maz's Castle.
it also could be Yavin.
Yeah. You doing laundry in there? Having a fun little laundry party?
Okay. Okay. That didn't even make her laugh. That's how you know she's tired.
What's up with his hair? Oh.
Oh,
The rest can circle the clearing. Prepare to sweep the jungle.
you head to bed. Oh, I get it.
Don't stress. You got it. Don't
I'll
go
let you
in
know when
stressed.
I'm on my way.
If they know you want it, it's less likely to happen. Just be yourself. I don't like his hair.
Like the thing
It's
he's
like-
got on top of his
It
head.
looks like that '90s like hair I used to have. where
Yeah,
it's like-
I had that. Yeah, I had
everyone
that
had
as a.
hair, that-
Yeah.
What are we thinking, dude? Whoa, what was that? Whoa. Just getting murdered. Is this Dagobah? What planet is this?
Kind of looks like Dagobah too.
What? Is it those things again? Whoa. That's dark. Oh, yeah? You can feel it now?
I can feel it. Everyone just got
You're
murdered.
just watching all your friends get thrown
Painfully
around.
murdered.
Something's not right. That's such an Anakin Skywalker response.
It is. That's what
He
happened.
got disintegrated.
He did. Oh, so there's a contradiction too. R4 is not dead yet.
Again, you can fix a droid.
Yeah.
This is Asajj, right? It's
Yeah,
gotta be.
that's who he was. Yeah, he's been chasing Asajj.
Oh, yeah, duh.
Will be my ascension to the sea.
There's Rey's lightsaber. You know, the audacity. The sheer audacity of them to call that Rey's lightsaber.
So what are they going to call her yellow one whenever they sell that?
That's Rey's lightsaber. You know what I mean? Like, that's
They'll
Rey's
have to change the
lightsaber.
name, right?
It should just be called the Skywalker saber.
But here's the thing I was thinking of the other day. You cannot sell Rey's yellow lightsaber on Batu.
Why?
It doesn't exist yet.
Yeah, but
They're all replicas of things that exist.
neither does Rey's Reforged.
That's a good point. So they can't sell it.
So they can sell
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
To me, that's one of those things where it's just like, it's what it is.
Yeah. That doesn't
You
bother me at
know,
all. I don't care. The X-Wing is a bigger problem
Yeah,
than selling a lightsaber.
because
Who
that's a
cares?
big part of an attraction.
Yeah.
I had to ride that with a friend of mine who hadn't been on it before.
Nice.
She really liked it.
I'm hoping I don't want to jinx it. Hoping I can do that next Friday. I have two friends coming down from Indiana. One
Oh,
of them
yeah?
can't ride it because, well, it doesn't matter. She's pregnant, so she can't ride it. But Donovan, yeah, he can. So I'm going to ride it with him.
Sweet.
Hopefully. I don't want to jinx it.
Shout out to Thomas and his wife who are coming.
Right? And I have to meet them up this time.
Did
'cause
you-
Last time you did and I
I
couldn't.
did.
But I've already told him I'm going to make a
It
day.
was a
where it's an
short
hour
day. It
or
was-
2 hours. I don't care. Like, I need to meet
Yeah,
him.
I told him we should all grab dinner or something together.
Yeah.
This is very Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna have Matt Parrish from Woda Radio on the podcast soon.
Ooh, sweet.
We're gonna be talking about the history of all the influences of the show The Mandalorian.
Oh man,
Yeah.
that could go 7 hours.
It's gonna be good.
And then we'll talk about how awesome Animal Kingdom is.
No, we won't.
No? See, this looks very Yavin, though.
Yeah, it does.
It also looks very Disneyland Galaxy's Edge store at Downtown Disney.
Rainforest Cafe.
Yeah.
Really?
This is sick, though. This animation here. We've never seen it anywhere. This should happen. This should have been on Kef Beer when Kylo and Rey fight. We should have got something that looked like this. Oh, that's so cool.
Was there no smoke on that?
I don't think.
That's how it rained today in Orlando.
Yeah, it did.
Dude, it was wild.
Yeah.
We waited for an hour for the rain to slow down today. We were at
It
the
wasn't going to
post
slow
office.
down,
It
though.
did
That's
not.
how. No.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
She had the high ground, though.
It's foreshadowing for the high ground to be the...
Advantage point.
How much did you... I don't remember if we talked about this or not. How much did you spend on a retractable lightsaber before you were like, that's too much?
No, I think we did talk about it a little bit. But the real one that Josh Tomorrow talked about,
I think I said 500.
I think you said 5, and I was shocked because I was thinking like 1,000 was gonna be your limit.
No, that's too much. To have one of those retractable blades...
What if it's
That's
Qui-Gon's?
cool.
What if they sell you Qui-Gon's though?
Oh, sold. I mean,
1,000?
no.
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't pay $1,000 for anything like that.
What if it's autographed by not the actor Liam Neeson, but the character Qui-Gon?
That might be the dumbest question anyone's ever asked me. You hear what he said? He said, he said, what if it was autographed? Not by Liam Neeson, but by the character Qui-Gon. That's so stupid. Oh my god.
Oh boy,
Evan, I started to think you think Star Wars is real, bro.
it is, bro. I go every day. I see it all the time. I don't go every day anymore. I used to.
Good lord. That's the dumbest thing anyone's ever said.
Oh yeah, because he's dead. He couldn't autograph it.
just a force goes. The pen just moves in a room.
Yeah.
Get on a Ouija board to
A
summon.
Ouija board.
That's foreshadowing.
Yeah, a red lightsaber.
Oof. I wish this was canon because then it would have been the first time he held a red lightsaber. Wouldn't have been in A New Hope.
Yeah.
That's foreshadowing.
Now we get a weird yell.
I've seen that before.
I'm like, whatever.
That's him. It sounds like Hayden. It sounds like him.
That's something Hayden would do probably
Yeah,
too.
it sounds like him embracing the dark side.
Yeah.
Look at all the vision, like the red,
Yeah.
the red moon behind him. He's in all his skin is like red looking. That was dope.
Yeah.
That one might have been my favorite actually.
Really?
That was really good. I like Asajj too.
The Wolfman.
I don't. Is he in the prequels at all?
I don't think so. He has to be in the background, right? He's got to be in the background somewhere,
Somewhere.
just hiding. We can't.
I mean, I know he's in.
It's got to be a full moon, right, for him to come out? Or is that vampires?
That's werewolves. You're right.
Yeah, he's a werewolf. Yeah.
What you eating? Some of your little rice pudding you made? Do you want a drink or anything?
Nah, I'm okay.
You good?
Yeah. So that's basically the arc for like Volume 1. Is Asajj versus Anakin and Obi-Wan versus the Banking Clan. So they both wrapped up with the good guys winning both arcs.
That's gonna be Anakin, isn't it?
It's got to be.
Because his ship blew up.
And he defeated Asajj. That sounded like Hayden right there, yeah. The more I look at it and like, yeah.
I'm sorry, Master.
This is precisely why you must follow my orders. Another defiance would lead us.
See, I did they do any stuff like that? Master Barrack. Who's Master Barrack?
Some random dude.
He looks like if the critic was a Jedi.
It stinks.
You've seen the critic, right?
Yeah. He did, bro. So this is your like teaser for Volume 2.
Is that Grievous?
Hells yeah.
Yeah, baby.
Yes, Grievous.
Have you seen Grievous's Black Series figure?
Yes, I
It's
did. I saw it
incredible.
today for the first time.
It's amazing.
I want that. I
Where'd
want
you
that.
see it today?
No, not in person.
Oh.
I saw it on Instagram.
Oh, dude,
if I
it's
saw it in person,
incredible.
I would have bought it. Grievous, this sparked my love for him. He's awesome in this show.
I've seen the thing where he's
Look at
just
that.
doing his whole little thing, and it just is incredible.
Yeah. Oh, his character design.
It's so good. in
I
this.
paused it and like some of these scenes and like sketched it out by hand and tried to like get it. And I have those drawings all back in Indiana. But this is
Really?
when I was like, how long?
Can you
19
draw?
years ago? No. But this I poured over and like, because he's all like just
Is that
triangles.
Kiadi Mundi?
Yeah.
Sick.
And you'll see him here in a second. The very infamous
Plo Koon?
Jedi. No. There he is in the back right.
Oh no, is it Shaggy?
Shaggy.
Okay, see that alone, it shouldn't be canonized.
Yeah, it's okay. He's dead. It's fine.
Like Zoinks, dude.
Like Zoinks.
Like Zoinks, Master Plo Koon.
It's General Grievous, man.
Not Plo Koon.
Kiadi
Kiadi
Mundi.
Mundi.
Like Zoinks.
I'm pretty hungry.
You gotta need some of those Jedi snacks.
Shaggy.
Look.
There he is.
There he is. He has a green lightsaber. He has a green lightsaber.
It is.
It's his name. Shaggy.
This is on Cartoon
SHA''Gi, I think. Shaggy. There he is. I like his voice better here, Grievous.
That's Grievous?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. The other voice is just so in my head as iconic.
But his voice also could change after he starts coughing.
Well, yeah,
It
it also could. He's also could just be.
He's an android,
His
so
voice modulator could have been damaged. Like
Yeah.
it could be anything.
like Bumblebee and Transformers.
Yes.
Should he speak through the radio? No,
Sadly.
we can't face him.
Like Zoinks too.
Like Zoink Scoob. We need some Jedi snacks. He's all around us. But yeah, I will buy that Grievous.
It's not as egregious. Not egregious. It's not as egregious as I remember it being Shaggy.
No, because he has like 3 lines and they don't say his name. So it's like,
Yeah,
he's just
it's
some
just-
random dude. But I'm going to buy
Does
that
it
Black
make them-
Series as soon as I see it.
What, Shaggy?
Well, if they did it, yeah, him I would. But Grievous. I don't know.
I
where.
saw it the other day at a
Really?
it was like $45. It just
45? Ooh,
Yeah.
I still need it though.
but that's I mean he goes for a little more than that.
Yikes.
He's big too though. Like it's a
Well,
big,
he's like all splayed out in his
It's a-
box too.
it's
His
a-
arms are all
it's
open.
a big
And,
package. I mean
Yeah.
it's like the normal Black Series, it's like this wide.
oh, there he is. Look at him. He's Batman.
Grievous is dope.
I love
This
his sound
is-
effect or his
this is
soundtrack
the
too.
scene I've seen.
Dun, I love his soundtrack.
This is the exact scene I've seen. I remember that. I was like, whoa, they
He's
should have done that.
killer. And then in Revenge of the Sith and Dave Filoni's Clone Wars, he's so weak. He's so weak in the rest of it, but
Look at that.
in this show, he's the best.
But could it just be him like he's damaged?
Oh yeah, I like that. Just how like Kylo loses to Rey because he got shot by a bowcaster.
No, why does everyone forget that?
Yeah, I forgot that with Grievous.
That same
He gets
bowcaster.
he's not healthy later in the series, but he's healthy here.
Whoa.
He just throwing his lightsaber and chopping people and grabbing it. Oh, this is amazing.
Shakti, that's her name, right?
Yeah. Grabs the dude by the face,
Oh my god.
throws him down. Oh.
Oh.
Throws her by the face. Oh,
Whoa. That is super violent.
I love his theme too.
You said this was pre-Revenge of the Sith, right?
Yeah, yeah.
They really like got a lot of like I don't want to say things right, but like they really nailed a lot of this. Like that. Like
That's how his eyes look. His eyes look just like that.
uh-oh.
And this is your teaser for Volume 2. This is how it ends. It's just like... It's like, what?
Lightning crashes as he falls to the floor. The angels open their eyes. Oh, I feel it coming back again. You want to do the volume 2?
Hells yeah. On to Volume 2 starting now. So if you wanted to follow along with that, keep it rolling.
You want to bed? I love you. Good night. I love
Good
you.
night.
Are we doing Kingdom in the morning? I say no. Okay. Hey, you or me? Or together? Hello? You or me? Or are we going together? Text me. Sorry, everybody. That's called planning your day out. Together or separate? You tell me. How early do you want to get there? Okay. That one, then that one. Today's do a long day. And then Thursday we're off.
If you see
Yeah,
Vic
we're off.
Ren,
I mean, that means I get to have Bojangles? Absolutely.
if you see Vickrell, grab him and I'll pay you.
Deal.
Vickrell Ren. Cool Black
Any
Series.
other ones you want?
Grievous, I mean, but I doubt it'd be there.
Find
But
out,
no,
right?
that's all I care about.
I mean, I say that, but I didn't expect to see him there.
Or any Kylo variants, because I only have one Kylo. So this
Which
is
one do you
them.
have?
It's Last Jedi helmetless Kylo.
Did I show you the Last Jedi Luke?
Yeah, you sent it to
Crate
me.
one?
Yeah,
Dude,
it's like $50 though. But I'm
It's
like,
like 80
yeah.
bucks,
Was
but
it 80?
I
Yeah, that's right. It was
need
70
it.
something. Yeah,
Oh,
that looked good.
Jesus.
These dudes coming in to try to
They ain't
rescue
playing around.
what's left over of the Jedi after Grievous
So,
murking them all.
I guess one of the things about this that would be a big reason it's not canonized is there's no Ahsoka.
She's just not shown here. She's off doing other stuff with Anakin right now, or
But
she's on a different
Anakin's
mission
here.
right now. Not right now. She could be doing a mission with him right now. So now we get where we left off. We walk up on Grievous, about ready to kill him.
Those ARC troopers are so dope. What does ARC stand for?
I don't know that. That's a good question. Because the ships are even called ARC, like ARC 170s.
Yeah.
So I don't know what it stands for.
Have you seen the what is Ahsoka's Legion, the 332nd?
50-second? No.
Second, whatever it is.
It's something like
Have you
that.
seen those Black Series? Where
Yeah.
they're cool.
Those look good.
God, he's murking people.
Yeah, he's killed like 15 people.
Is he force sensitive?
Nope.
Not at all.
Not at all.
Even in canon?
Yeah. Now the parts that I don't know, you might surprise me. You might actually like it, but the goofy parts we're gonna get in this volume, where it kind of gets into a little bit of his backstory.
Grievous's?
Yeah. So Ayla Sakura, she lived. Shakti lived, and Kiadi Mundi lived. That's it.
No Shaggy.
They're all dead. I don't know his
no.
name, but
I know
Shaggy is
Bantha
dead.
could be Jedi. Is that one of the sabers that he shows in his collection in Revenge of the Sith?
I don't know. I want to look now and see. I would hope so. That'd make this even more canon. Like
Right?
the case for it would be even more legit.
Hello there.
Here we go. We get some Grievous dialogue. I don't know who he's talking to, but he's talking.
He's doing a live stream. He's an influencer. Yeah, I'm not a fan of his voice.
I like it. But this is what I saw first. This was my first Grievous.
Yeah, I get it.
Oh, here we go. Here's your Qui-Gon. Oh boy. The design of his face. I gotta know what you think. So that's Dagobah.
And that's Anakin.
Yeah. Qui-Gon's face.
It's really exaggerated.
Yeah, it is.
But
It's not as bad as like
it's no
Holiday
it's bad.
Special Han.
No, it's bad though.
It's bad.
But they just okay. I want to watch this. Hang on, and then I'll say it. Is that it?
That's it.
Oh Jesus!
But that's canon when it comes to like Dagobah. Because in Dave Filoni Clone Wars, Yoda gets sent there by Qui-Gon's ghost.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay. As far as as far as his face goes, like they just kind of did like a caricature of Liam Neeson.
Yeah.
Because he has those cheekbones, especially in that movie.
Yeah.
So they're just kind of like
They
I mean,
took
it's-
features
it's
that
a
are
little
there.
ridiculous,
Oh, that's
but-
cool. A Dathomir. Whoa, what? I've never noticed that.
The hell's that thing?
He's like snake-looking guy.
It's
He's got a snake tail. Like he doesn't have legs. Wait, even Peel's in this. There he is. Even Peel. That's cool.
Well, he is a cunning warrior and our best pilot.
But he is reckless with his gifts.
Sometimes in the past,
what's her name?
I forget her name too.
has been through things more difficult than the trials. Sure, he passed a trial of skill.
Is there more of Qui-Gon?
Oh, look. It was Yavin. Yavin 4. That's so cool. What'd you say, though?
Is that all you get of Qui-Gon?
Yeah,
That's it?
that's it. And that was Liam Neeson.
It sounded like him.
Yeah,
That's so cool that he does that.
yeah. He even did Clone Wars, Dave Filoni Clone Wars. He's done all Liam Neeson stuff. This is cool. We get a little bit of like talk about what the trials actually are. They're not like a legit, you have to be in a room, you take a test. They're just like ideas.
I have something to say about that from Higher Republic.
Like Obi-Wan said, like the trial of the flesh, and he said that Count Dooku cutting off Anakin's arm counts for the trial of the flesh. Like he's like all those count as trials.
In the Higher Republic, the trials are different depending on the person.
I like that better. Okay, so here we get your C-3PO thing kind of addressed. So maybe this could be still before their wedding.
I'm freezing. It is so cold in here.
This is very Samurai Jack too. Just walking through the future cities with random aliens and character designs, and some of this looks like it's just Samurai Jack copied, and they throw Anakin in the background. Like, it really
I
does.
would love to watch Samurai Jack. I never watched it as a kid.
Oh, I love it.
Top 5 animated shows?
Maybe my favorite, yeah, but like not historically. More
The
speed
first
run,
one.
yeah.
Who is this weirdo? Oh. I
Dang,
mean,
yeah,
that
that's so
sounds
that's
just
so
like
Hayden.
Anakin.
That's so Hayden.
This guy did a great job. Why was he not brought back?
I don't know. That's a good question. Yeah, they're not married yet.
Our love should not be hidden like it's some kind of immoral thing.
Yeah, because he's not a
Don't they
Jedi
have this
Knight yet.
exact conversation in Return
Basically.
of the Sith?
Yeah, when she says she's pregnant, but she's not pregnant here.
That's how she
So
gets
that
pregnant.
fixes C-3PO. Well, that fixes C-3PO's problem here. He wasn't gold plated yet because it was before the wedding. This is still before the wedding. So this is still in Attack of the Clones time period.
Gotcha.
Like at the very end, like after it. Like, so the wedding takes place during the Clone Wars. There he is. Now he's gold.
Nobody's going to hurt you, 3PO.
Master Anakin, Miss Padme, thank goodness you're unharmed. I was so worried. You left without notifying me.
Different, 3PO.
It must be this disguise.
It must be the red arm. Oh, wait.
You must not have recognized me without my red arm.
Or with my red arm.
Must be presentable.
Well, let's see it.
Yeah, now, in this neighborhood.
What?
So strange. Why present himself like that?
Most impressive.
Yes, I promise.
He said it. He said the Darth Vader thing.
Impressive. Most impressive.
Be right there, Master.
I'll be right there, Master. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
If it's perfect if you're talking about continuity.
Yeah. But continuity is also Dave Filoni Clone Wars. Because that's continuity.
Council requests your presence. It is always of great importance. If I'm late for another scolding, does it really matter? Scolding? You're not a little boy anymore. But as long as you are my student, you will heed my...
Yeah, because he still has the braid in Attack of the Clones. But in Revenge of the Sith, the braid is gone.
Jesus.
That's just like when they say in Episode 9, you're no Leia. Or I'm no Leia. You're damn right.
Damn right.
Yeah, that's just the same. I like that.
I've done my best to pass his teaching to you. And in our time together, you have proven to me that you are capable of all he believed you would be. And now we must leave our roles as master and student. It is time we became brothers, Master.
Going in for the trials.
He's already had the trials. So now he's being knighted.
Oh, this is cool.
Yeah.
This looks like something you'd see in the High Republic.
Really? I like that then. I liked it already, but now I really... That's cool. Oops, I accidentally cut off your ear. Sorry.
That's so dope.
Yeah. That's
Oh
the
my
only time
God,
we've ever seen it.
Can we just make just this scene canon? That was
Yeah.
one of the coolest. Okay, that's my new favorite one.
Dang, I love this though, because like that's my favorite. No, that's my favorite.
Look,
No, that's my
and she
favorite.
shows it to him.
Yeah.
And
Next to the
they
Japur snippet.
They sell that on Batu.
Yeah. They don't sell Anakin's hair though. That should
They actually do sell it.
Anakin's hair.
They sell braids. One looks like that.
That's true. Oh shoot! Yeah. So that shows. Yeah. So Anakin gave Padme 3PO as like a symbol of their love, and she gives him
R2.
R2 as a symbol.
This should be canon.
I'm telling you, man, it has to be. I love all of it, and now he's got the new ship for Revenge of the Sith. Now we're in like almost Revenge of the Sith timeline. This weird general.
Guess what? Three. Father years?
Are they? No, they're not father years.
It looked like a.
They're
father,
closer to
dude.
what they ride in Orbax.
But did you
They look
see-
more
did
like
you see
Orbax.
that though, from a distance.
It could be Orbac
Yeah,
or father year. I
don't
can't
like
remember.
to do this because it messes up what we're doing. But in the binoculars, I'm not saying like up close, but in the binoculars, they look like father years.
A little bit. No, they have more of the horns though, like Orbax. Yeah, the horns aren't like Orbax either. They're kind of like a mix. Yeah, they do look like they could be father years.
Because they doesn't look like horns. Man. They have those big stupid ears.
Yeah, those big stupid ears. Those ships, those are the ARC 170s. So I don't know what ARC stands for, but
Let's see. Advanced Recon Clone Troopers.
nice. Okay. Now I don't know the name of this Jedi, but he gets some action here like more than any other show. The guy with like the horns on the side of his head. And see, the ships now are more. You get the Separatist ships that we see in Revenge of the Sith, and we also get more of the Republic cruisers that we see in Revenge of the Sith. So now we're in Revenge of the Sith timeline for sure.
Have you seen this today? The thing we posted.
No, already
Okay.
they're moving on.
Okay.
Jeez.
Look at this. Ready?
Yeah. Wow. And a
Still
whole army of
going.
them.
Still going. Still going. That's all from today.
Yikes.
The oldest comment is from 4 hours ago.
Wow.
It's from today. It's crazy. I love that they're using the music, the actual music.
Yeah, there's no Kevin Kiner involved in this. It's just straight
It's
up.
okay.
There's only a few new pieces for this.
Oh.
You got the scar now.
Where did he get that from?
I was about to say, how did he get the scar? I feel like a terrible fan for not knowing that. As soon as you say, I'll be like, oh yeah.
Is it from the fight with Dooku?
It would have to be. Because he has it in Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah, I think it is from the fight with Dooku. If he gets it in Attack of the Clones, that would be why I don't remember, because I have
Which is, yeah, I
literally
agree.
seen the movie one time
But
in its entirety. And I mean that sincerely.
I know. It's strange because... Hey, it's Cody. It's strange because I was just saying earlier tonight, I feel like watching Attack of the Clones. I don't know why.
Okay, so in Legends, so it wasn't in that movie. It says in Legends, Anakin gains a scar from a duel with Asajj Ventress.
Was it when that rock hit him in the face?
I guess.
Because we watched that duel just now.
This one in one. What? That's okay. I'm not insane, right? This one in one of the Clone. That's what it says, right? This one in one of the Clone Wars comics produced by Dark Horse. In canon, Anakin attained a scar in the empty space between Attack of the Clones and the Clone Wars TV show.
Okay.
Show starts so we don't know how he got it, actually.
That's so strange. Of all the random things that we have stories for, we don't have a story of a scar.
I think they just did that to make him look evil.
Yeah. Same with Kylo. Kylo got one.
Oh.
So he eats bugs, apparently. I don't know.
What?
Yeah. Now, I feel like we should mention, I watched Volume 1 like 2 or 3 months ago, but I haven't seen Volume 2 in like 17 years.
Gotcha.
It's been a long time. So, and you haven't seen it at all.
I've never seen it.
So some of this I'm going to be like, oh yeah. But like, yeah, this is what Austin and I grew up watching. He said, he said he rewatched all of it like a week or so ago. So he's got a fresh memory of it too. And he was reminding me, he was like, do you remember when that happened? I was like, oh yeah, that was cool when that happened. So yeah. But this is like one of the main things we grew up on.
Is this ringing a bell? Like, are you seeing it and you're going like, okay, I remember this?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah. The bug scene I remembered, like him just slurping up bugs.
That's
like,
so gross.
Like Hakuna Matata style. Just like Lion
Slimy
King.
yet satisfying.
Yeah. And this is what sparked Austin's love for Cody. Because Austin
Oh,
loves,
is that Commander Cody?
he loves Cody and Rex, yeah. And
Is
this
he
is what,
named Cody?
yeah, Commander Cody. Yep. And I mean, oh look, Kashyyyk, we got the Wookiees. I forgot about the Wookiees.
They look stupid. The Wookiees. Oh, he's just a skinny one. Okay, I was about to say
Yeah.
they look so stupid.
That's a young one. He's a little one.
It's okay.
And this ties into Revenge of the Sith because we get Kashyyyk. That's where Yoda goes to
Yeah.
fight the war. So this shows them arriving.
With the Wookiees I have.
But how and why though? Like, we get
Who
separatist
knows, man?
forces.
Some of those weird
right?
lines like that, you're just like, where does that come
Right?
from?
It's like we got a whole movie about and a whole series about Obi-Wan saying we fought in the Clone Wars.
Right?
But then we don't have backstory on Anakin Scar. We don't have
Right.
backstory on how Yoda knows the Wookiees.
Oof.
But we get the separatists just taking over the galaxy here. But instead of dedicating 40 minutes of TV,
Oh my God!
We're
Rex
getting-
Rebos.
yeah, we're getting 5 seconds instead of 40 minutes of this random planet, this random planet. Oh, here we go. Back to Grievous.
And Dooku?
Yeah. Dooku trained him.
Oh, that's right.
I've been trained in your Jedi arts by Count Dooku. Oh. Oh. Which he does a lot of in the Dave Filoni Clone Wars. He retreats every 5 minutes.
Smart.
Yeah, but he becomes a wuss. Which is exactly, yeah, what the whole plan was. Spread out the Jedi so we can take them out one by one.
For Order 66?
Yeah.
The final order is complete.
Now his special mission, Lord Sidious. Yep. Grievous's special mission. What could it be? I forgot about that scene. That's why I shut up and you shut up because we were both watching that like freshly.
It was good.
Yeah.
Did you know that? Did you read the article that was about, like, I don't know, probably a few years ago, where Samuel L. Jackson didn't realize that Palpatine and Sidious were the same person? And he's like, "You
What?
the same dude?"
No.
Yeah, on set.
What?
You the same motherfucker.
That's too good.
He looks so creepy and weaselly.
Yeah. Which he is, but like that's not how he looks.
Nelvon. Is that a canon planet?
I don't No. I do not know.
One can only hope. You ought to leave immediately. Sending us on a reconnaissance mission. This doesn't feel right.
Don't look at it that way, Master. Think of it as reconnaissance force.
Which in the new series is where they meet Ahsoka. Where they re-meet Ahsoka. Like, she comes back and they kind of meet up with her. And she's like, come to Mandalore and help me. And they're like, no, we can't.
So this would contradict that then, huh?
No, because that's where they're going when they
Yeah,
go
but-
see Ahsoka. They're going out in the Outer Rim.
But we see them go and land there, right?
Here, yes. But they could go hang out with her after this, maybe. Or before this. Maybe they already saw Ahsoka. Oh, no,
We're
because...
not there yet.
Yeah. So let's see if this contradicts. This is the only point maybe that could be contradictory. I got to figure this out. I like this. So they just got to the place they were sent. Okay, yeah, this is the part where you might think we get a little goofy. And I agree it is a little goofy. But we get some backstory on Grievous and more depth for Anakin.
So this would definitely contradict then if there's no Ahsoka. Was
Possibly. We'll see what
Ahsoka
happens.
was created for Clone Wars, right?
Yeah. For the Clone Wars movie is where she debuted.
I need to watch that. I've never seen it all the way through. See, why do they make that canon but not this? You know what I mean?
Well, because
Like,
it ties right into Dave Filoni's series. It's
Yeah,
it was
but
3 episodes of that series
still,
connected.
Like, but still.
This really shows their relationship really well.
Yeah, it
Anakin and Obi-Wan. I really love their back and forth. He said, I do
Second-
not have a good feeling about this.
Is that what he said?
Yeah.
Jesus.
More death and mutilation.
I love that the troopers just are like,
Cannon fodder.
just like,
They just shoot at it no
everything.
matter what.
What does ARC stand for? Some armed reconnaissance trooper? Is that what it was?
Advanced? It was something like
Advanced.
special. It was like,
Advanced, yeah.
he just stabbed him in the head. Jeez. No worries, just killed a monster.
What? Is this Grievous' planet or something? Why are the Na'vi here?
That's
Bro,
canon.
that looks like a freaking
That's canon
Na'vi.
now. I actually never thought about that. They do look like the Na'vi.
That's the Na'vi guy.
They have 5 fingers though, so it can't be.
Na'vi have 5 fingers.
No, they have 4. The avatars have 5 because it's human. We must. Austin and I, you would always do. We'd be like, defend the city. We must. Yeah, it's so funny, like when you're kids, what stick out
What
in your
sticks,
brain.
yeah.
It's like, defend the city. We must. Like, why? So now we got the attack on Coruscant.
This is. I love that sound.
Yeah. What color is Windu's fighter?
I guess purple.
I couldn't tell if it's blue or purple.
Oh, I forgot. You have
But I hope it's purple.
It's purple, yeah.
Sweet. I love that.
So we're getting closer to Cal Kestis' lightsaber coming out. Are you getting more excited?
Not for me.
No.
For our producer.
Are you going to get it?
For our producer.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert if Austin listens. He will. He usually listens to our stuff. So, spoiler alert, Austin.
That's the Na'vi guy. Even from a distance.
They're only women and children, which Anakin would slaughter.
Anakin is going to kill all of them.
Well, and the men. He kills everybody.
But the women and the children. What is this? He's got sleep in his eyes.
That's their shaman.
Dude,
James
James Cameron 100% ripped off the look of these things.
I'm
I'm convinced.
Rite of passage?
When you travel the universe with Qui-Gon Jinn, you tend to learn a few things.
So he can speak Navi or whatever the hell it is.
Something plagues their land. Champion after champion have been sent out. Yet none have returned.
Except these two?
They were choosing
No, these are women.
No, I'm saying.
I'm not sure if I heard this right. It seems you have to journey into fire.
So because he killed that beast, that was like one of their tests. So now he's like
That's what I'm saying. So that
he's like their
they're the
chosen one
ones that-
now.
yeah, they're the ones that. Yeah, that's what I was getting at. That's
Yeah.
No one returned but these two. But yeah, it was Anakin that killed him.
What a goof.
We have to evacuate the building. Get everyone to a shelter.
An army of droids. I'd like to have a serious talk with your captain.
Anthony Daniels must have had a field day with that.
I love C-3PO.
Who doesn't? We give him a hard time, but we all love him. Even his or Mace Windu's R2 is purple.
Yeah.
I love that.
You sure though?
Well, I just assumed it was because the
sure
ship
it's
is purple. He looks the same color as the ship, and you said the ship was purple. So by default, it's
I
purple.
love messing with your color blindness.
You know when I said you're terrible earlier? Yeah, I meant it.
That's fair.
Oh no. The purple ship is gone. And so is the droid. He's just like, screw it.
See you later, Jose.
Jose?
It's his name. R2JOSE.
No, B3. J0S3. Yes, he's got a new ship now. It's okay. So he just hotwired it. Did he like use the force to hotwire it? How'd that work?
You know what's about today when I kept seeing the thing from the new stuff about the Halcyon.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're gonna go through the concept art of when it first came out, when
Like the
It was-
restaurant and stuff?
no,
Or-
when it
oh.
was originally going to be original trilogy.
Ooh,
'Cause
no, they won't.
remember-
They
but-
won't.
But that was all stuff they released publicly.
But they want that gone as fast as they can. They're not going to give us more. They're going to make sure
I
we
bet
forget it
you
as
in
best
our
they can.
Lifetime, dude, we see that get rethemed to original trilogy.
Oh, yeah.
It wouldn't take much.
You can retheme all of it. Like Rise, you just put Vader animatronic,
Mm-hmm.
and change the stormtroopers, and you're good. Like
Would you be okay with that?
that's so weird. I was literally thinking about this 4 or 5 hours ago in the car. I was like, you know what? I bet 30 years from now we get original trilogy.
I don't
But
think it'd be that long. I bet you in
No?
the next 15 they'll change it.
because I mean, like, all attractions change. It's like it's part of life. It's just how it is. It's like, oh, that's cool. We get a ship coming out of
You could
hyperspace.
even- dude,
Did you see
could
that?
Even, yeah, that was really cool.
That's the first time that happened.
You could even change
The Falcon's just a video, so all you have to do is change that.
Yeah. What's I can't homeboy the
They said his name. Shoot.
oh they did sorry.
Yeah. It's okay. I'm listening. You don't have to change Doc.
Oh no.
Right there.
Did I go too far?
Too far. Yep.
Sorry,
there,
we're
right there.
backing up, guys.
Right there.
What's the Beck? You could just change that
Akbar.
to Akbar.
9 nubs there still, so you got 9 nub.
The only thing you have to do is you have to retheme
10. Yeah. I
General
remember
10. You'd have to retheme Finn and the attraction and that narration.
that. That's true.
But everything else is just we're with the resistance. We're with the rebellion.
Yeah. General Leia. Yeah.
General Leia Organa can stay.
Yeah. You just have to change the X-Wings.
You have to change it from Poe Dameron.
Luke.
But this is all things that can be done in a weekend. Like
Yeah. And who knows? What's to say they don't already have Darth Vader animatronic sitting in the back? What's to say?
Yeah.
Or it wouldn't be a whole animatronic. It'd just be a skin. Just take the Kylo helmet off, put a
You'd have
Vader
to
helmet
make him
on.
Bigger.
You would think, but maybe they don't.
I would hope so. You even just put him on stilts. When I rode Rise of the Day with Molly, Kylo Ren didn't walk towards you.
Ugh, that's annoying. The saber, he still jumped down, and the saber
But it
still ignited.
delays.
Yeah, because the timing has to be better. He can just stand there,
Yeah.
and then the door closes. You have to be like back in the elevator, then he jumps down, then the door closes. Like the timing has to work.
Yeah, it makes more sense that way for sure, but it's just so disappointing.
And I was watching your opening day, my opening day, like other vloggers' opening day videos, and all three guns did move.
They did, all
Yeah.
three.
So they've given up on the middle one.
There's only one moving.
So they've given up on two of them, basically. Took it less than a year, and they gave up.
They'll fix it. I think they just have to have it custom made. Remember with the elevator that had to have a custom part made?
That's true. That was out for a long time. And I'm going to jinx it now, probably, so I'm sorry to people coming to write it, but it's been running well.
It's had a really bad week the other day.
I was about to ask if you notice if it's been down lately.
It's
but-
been
So I
pretty
didn't jinx
rough.
it. It was already rough. But up until this past week or so, I feel like it was going
It's
well.
been okay. We were group 134 that I got on around 5.
Wow.
So
Oh, so here we get depictions of the Force. They said the ghost hand and talking about him. Oh, yeah, I remember that. Me and Austin used to yell that too.
Hokazet.
It's cool to see the other culture's depiction of the Force.
Yeah. That's
We
why
get that
I'm
in
really
Fallen
digging-
Order a little.
I'm digging in the Thrawn novel too.
Oh, yeah, the Chiss. The
they're called
Skywalkers. Yeah, that part's a little goofy, but whatever.
It's very goofy.
Just calling them Skywalkers is weird. Like, the rest of it's fine. Dang, Yoda. Just push him back entire ships.
Not today.
Not today.
Yoda's like, not up in here.
He's Gandalf. You shall not pass.
Whoa, he just crashed 2 ships together.
He's going to do it again.
I'll do it
Well,
again.
bam.
Fordo. Oh, I forgot to show you this. I like the shorter format better.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
They're like leeches.
I started a new collection.
What? Of what?
More figures, but instead there's the Black Series, the
Vintage.
vintage collection,
Yeah.
and the retro collection.
Why is there retro and vintage?
You'll see
What
why.
is the point?
You'll see why.
They both mean old.
Because they look like old school figures.
Oh, they okay. I
got
get
Leia,
that.
My first one. It's
That's
dope.
pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty sick. And I pre-ordered the whole wave of the Mandalorian ones, so it's Quill,
Nice.
the Child,
Is there grief?
Grief, and Mando.
No Cara Dune though. They're not.
She was supposed to be part of it.
But they cut that quick.
Nope.
Yeah. Dang.
I haven't always been a patient student, but I have proven myself. I am a Jedi Knight. I won't fail you.
No, Anakin. Don't fail yourself.
Oh,
Dropping knowledge.
May the Force be with you.
That's so strange. I was just thinking about original trilogy, but two, and how easily they could, and I think they will. I think one day they will.
what about Hondo?
He's alive in the original trilogy.
That's right, because he's in
Clone Wars and Rebels.
That's
Yeah,
right.
he's alive. Chewie's alive, so it can be the same thing. Chewie and Han lend me the Falcon for the weekend, so do this.
To get some stuff for the.
It can still be
for Hondo.
Coaxium. Coaxium. It can
Coaxium.
still be Coaxium.
It literally could be the exact same thing.
Instead of, you have hurt the First Order, it'll be, you have hurt the Empire. That's it.
Yeah.
They go to Corellia, just change the ship from a First Order ship on Corellia to a Imperial ship. Yeah, there's the punches. They're back. Yes, Mace Windu and his punches. Pop, 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 pop. Yes, I love them working
God,
together.
I know, right?
Anytime two people work together. It's like that's what's good about The Incredibles is when you see the family use their powers together.
Yeah, in unison.
Yeah. All right, he's just drinking some tea. The original tea meme was Palpatine.
Yeah.
Supreme Chancellor, we must get you to your shelter immediately.
But the battle is so far off.
Please, Supreme Chancellor, we must follow.
Who is this? The Thorian.
The
guy?
Ithorian Jedi? I don't know.
It looks like his mouth is right here. But they
It
talk-
does.
they
It
talk
looks
out
like
of
a
the
little.
side. Yeah.
It does look like a little lip. I don't think it's always there though. Sometimes they draw it on.
I also pre-ordered.
There it is. Yeah.
I also pre-ordered a
We have to go.
Imperial Guard. The seeing the blue guard made me think about it.
Oh yeah.
Did you,
Those look good. I like those. Uh oh. Uh oh.
Chancellor.
What were you saying?
I'm sorry, it was so good. I got distracted. Look at that cape.
Yes.
God. 2 questions. Do you think Krennic's going to be in Andor?
Oh, I saw that. I hope to God he is.
I hope so too.
He's the best part of Rogue One. Him and Vader. And
Oh, yeah.
And Tarkin.
What, are you blind?
Deploy the garrison.
I am Supreme Chancellor Palpatine of the Galactic Republic.
I love how Palpatine knows what's happening. He's just being an actor here, just hamming it up. Because he told Grievous to come kidnap him.
Mm-hmm.
So now he's like, "Oh, Jedi, protect me from him." Like, oh yeah, more people for Grievous to murder.
But the Vintage Collection is coming out with an Imperial Guard.
Dang.
But it's cool because it has a thing where you can remove the helmet and remove... And it almost looks like a Praetorian Guard underneath.
That's cool. Those 2 troopers, they're like, "Man, we're lucky we didn't stay in that room."
Right? Jesus.
Like, we already saw him be pretty gruesome, but now just the sound effects are like, I don't want to know what's going on in that room.
So is he setting Grievous up, or is he...
No, this is just all part of the act.
Just to be just part of the act, yeah.
But also, he's like, well, if Grievous dies here, then, oh well. You know, he doesn't really care. Because he wants Anakin, so who cares? And he also has Dooku still, and he has Ventress, so it's like, plans on plans.
The rule of whoever.
Rule of whoever, not
Rule
two.
of too many.
Nice.
Ithorians. War thrones. Quite powerful.
Is that the only time we see one in action?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's going to be a Kylo Ren.
This is Kylo before Kylo. Like, this is, yeah, look at him.
Jesus Christ.
He's relentless. He ain't quitting. He just looks at him like, what's up? Foreshadowing to coughing, maybe?
Hurry. Get to the ship.
Palpatine.
Oh, I love this. Grievous, he's so... He fell for that the first time, but now he knows. He's got a plan for it. He's like, this ain't working.
Trooper, call for support.
We're being jammed. We have no communication. We're on our own.
Oh,
The
these
Magna
guys?
Guards. Yeah.
Sick.
Yep.
I'd love those in a vintage collection.
Ooh, yeah, I need a
Wilhelm
figure of
Scream
those.
again.
Yeah. I did hear as a kid that
I think
back
they
then.
released him in the archive collection.
The Magna Guards?
Yeah.
I want one of those.
You must follow the wind, for it is the mother's cry. Travel her tears, they are frozen with fear. Enter the mother's
Yeah, I thought they did a vintage collection.
Ooh, yeah,
For
those look good.
$114, it can be yours.
No, thank you.
It's on sale for $120.
Oh yeah, did you see the Savi's prices went up too?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, thank God I'm done with that.
It doesn't
Like,
affect me in any way. So I
no,
don't
because
care.
I'm done. But
I did see today though on a Facebook group that if you booked it, like if you called
before the price
before
went
the
up,
price went up, you get grandfathered into the old price.
I'm
which is
shocked
kinda
they're
cool.
allowing that.
Me
but
too.
That is cool.
It's only $20. I mean,
Still though, man, that's
I'm
a
just-
ton of money.
well, that just means you're gonna see docks go up in price too.
Yeah.
But I mean, $220 for the experience. I thought that experience is worth that with the lightsaber.
Yeah.
It's just so strange to me that they're still increasing pricing during all this. It's like, can you chill?
Yeah, like we're not stupid. We know what you're doing.
Can you
Like,
chill? Like, we know you needed money too, but you're fine.
Yeah.
The CEO just bought a $12.5 million house. Did you see that?
yeah, no, I didn't see
Oh,
that.
dude, it's a gorgeous house.
Yikes. So there's something spreading around that's killing everybody amongst these natives.
I like this. This is cool.
This is like a vision that Anakin got going in this cave. So I don't know if it's like a force cave type style,
I don't think so.
but see now, it's showing what's happened to all the villagers, warriors.
Gave him a fake hand, so that's why they think he's the chosen one,
Yeah,
because he's in this.
robotic hands.
But
Because
really,
people
it's
go
probably-
into this cave.
Really, it's probably Grievous, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the backstory here. Is this one warrior got robotic limbs and started murking everybody.
So it's Grievous, right? That's who their
Yeah,
chosen one is.
yeah. But it spread and killed everyone around him. And drove him crazy. And then
Whoa.
a Darth Vader vision in there. Wasn't that sick?
That was sweet.
Yeah.
You got to fight this machine.
No, that's just
I
like
really
a big
like the other
factory thing.
format of the show better.
Yeah. I'd never noticed the difference now, but when I saw it broken down on Disney Plus, I really can tell. I'm like,
Just because it just seems shorter. Like I said, ADD, it's great.
yeah, right. Well, at least now we kind of jump back and forth between Coruscant and the planet they're on in the Outer Rim.
I like how they really showed the Jedi at the height of their power here. You know, as far as we've seen, not
Yeah.
in books on the High Republic.
Yeah.
No.
I love Ithorians.
They're cool. Unique. The character design is like what it is.
I don't see how people don't just use the forced push like in every scenario.
Like all the time. Just always get out,
Yeah.
get out, get out, get out. Just walk around pushing.
Grievous does not care.
Nope. He's such a boss.
You know what I was thinking about the other day? This is totally random. Why isn't Futurama on Disney Plus?
Well, if they did do it, they do Hulu. That's where they put Family Guy and like all that. Well, they put Simpsons on Disney Plus.
That's
though,
what I'm
so,
saying. Look at little baby Yoda over on the far right.
Whoa. Whoa. That's odd.
That's very odd.
I mean, Grogu was on Coruscant back then, so... I love how he's just holding Palpatine like a little
Yeah,
kid
he
in one
picked it
arm.
up like he's.
Oh, now we get this train fight where they're dodging trains. Yeah.
Oof.
What if that's how Shakti died in this one? She has like 6 ways she dies. They keep changing it.
So deleted scenes aren't canon, right? But they're released officially. So are they canon?
That's what confuses me.
You know what I mean?
Are any of them contradictory in any way that says they
Not that I'm
can't
aware
be?
of. My favorite one of all time is Kylo Ren on the Falcon.
Yeah, me too.
That one or Luke building his lightsaber on Tatooine.
Also that one, but I'd
that
say
one
Kylo
actually
for
probably
me.
my favorite.
Yeah.
Brilliant job. Master Yoda would be.
Captain Eve.
A valiant effort, but as you can see, ultimately futile. Now, Jedi, prepare yourself.
See, I never knew how to took that. Did she use the Force?
No,
Did
he did
Palpatine
it.
use
He
the
did
Force?
it, and that's why he looked around.
Palpatine used the Force?
Yes, that's why he looked around.
Nice.
No one saw that, did they?
Yeah. I never knew how to took that. If it was just the wind, I'm like, nah, that can't be just
No,
luck.
it was Palpatine.
Yeah.
That Vader thing was cool.
This one feels much more like a movie because it's like 20 minutes here, 20 minutes
Yeah.
there. The style is very different. I wonder why they chose to go that route.
Because it was popular. And
Yeah.
and it's for whatever reason, when something's popular, the people that make it popular, that are in control of it, can't just let it be. They have to
Yeah.
like add and change. It's
Well,
like,
this didn't like suck the
doesn't
life
all-
out of it and
No,
ruin
no,
it.
no, no,
It just is a
but-
big difference in
but
style.
the pacing is what's different.
Yeah. The dialogue is still the same. The action is still the same.
There's way more
Oh.
dialogue in these, though.
Wat Tambor. I forgot he was involved.
Oh yeah,
Woo.
main scientist.
Oh, look, there's
Don't
some
give
Grievous
names.
blueprints. Yeah.
Ironically, he sounds like Grievous.
Yeah, a little bit. Nelvans, that's what they're called? Weird. Nelvan.
Cloning has always been a part of Star Wars, from the original movie.
So there's one of them, they're warriors, before all this crazy crap.
So they're trying to make them.
Just like super
Grievous?
warriors. It's the super serum.
It
It's
is.
Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Oh my god, I love that show.
Me too. I can't believe it's over in
Next week,
3 days.
Friday. Yeah.
3 days? Yeah.
What do you think's gonna happen? Who do you think they're gonna bring into the fold?
I don't think anyone's coming. You don't need anybody.
I think somebody's coming.
I think
I think Captain America's gonna choose to come back.
as a 120-year-old man.
Nope.
No.
Or I think Ant-Man is going to show up and he's going to be able to give them the chance to kind of go and talk to him in the past and be like, don't do what you're going to do. You can do both. You can be with Peggy and also be Captain America.
Maybe. That might be too much, though, to throw in a last episode.
Nah.
If it's done right, it's fine, but who knows? I just love the slow progression of John Walker going insane.
Yeah.
Did you see the post-credit scene?
I did. What was it?
Yeah, spoilers for Falcon and the Winter Soldier episode 5.
Yeah. What other
Yeah.
newest one is?
Wait, yeah, the last one last week. The post-credit scene was John Walker like building his own shield in his
That's right.
garage.
That's right,
Like
that's right,
I was
that's
like, "What?" I laughed, but like it worked. I wasn't laughing because it was like stupid. I was just like, "I can't believe this is happening." Like it's just kind of silly, but it works. Because he's gone
And
insane.
He's taking the super serum too.
Yeah,
so.
and that makes all of your qualities exaggerated.
I love Memphis Nest is in the show.
She's such a good actress.
She's
yeah.
fantastic. She's
Yeah.
like 23.
She looks like she's 17, but
I think she looks older than that. Like she doesn't look. Like, when you see her as Memphis Nest in Solo, you're not like,
well,
who's
because
that
she's
teenage girl?
But she's
like
got all
seven-
she's
like
got all this
17.
get up on
But
in
still,
Solo. In this,
if
she's
I
wearing a
look-
t-shirt. Like,
Me at 17 in that armor, I would still look like a 17-year-old just in the armor. She looks like an adult, like a grown woman.
yeah,
And
I can see
I
that.
think she was 17 when they filmed that.
she would have to be because it's older. But John Walker's got to die, right? Like that's the only way. Are they killing him, or is he going full? Is he going to go just undercover, put him in the raft or something, and he escapes
I
and
don't
becomes
know.
U.S. agent?
I wouldn't be surprised if they try to make him like the head of the Hydra. That becomes a thing again.
Possibly.
I don't know. I don't know enough about Marvel.
I don't think they'll kill him.
MCU
I think they'll throw him in the raft.
What's the raft?
In Civil War, that's like the giant underwater prison that they put all the people in.
I don't remember. Did they go
No.
there?
Yeah. Tony Stark goes there, and General Ross is there, and he's like, "Okay, you have 12 hours to go get Captain America and Bucky."
I don't remember this at all. It's an
No?
underwater prison.
Yeah,
It sounds like they're going like to Mon Cala or something.
essentially, but it is from the comics. The raft is
I
from
don't
the comics.
remember this at all. I need to go back and watch that movie.
Yeah. This is pretty sweet here. How
Did
how
they end this
Anakin.
on a cliffhanger?
Yes and no. Like you know the answer to the cliffhanger, but you didn't back when the show came out.
Just tied into 3.
Yeah. So it's cool to see how Anakin handles all this.
My only thing with this, especially the second part, is none of this really feels Star Warsy.
Yeah, that's why I thought you weren't gonna feel, or that's what I thought you were gonna feel about this like
not
Nelvin native
bad.
warrior scenes.
No, it's not bad, but it's not.
The Grievous stuff is great and his backstory,
Yeah.
but yeah, the random
Even though it's cloning, it still feels strange.
natives. Well, I don't take this as cloning. I take this as all the lost warriors
Yeah, I shouldn't say cloning, but all this like
experimenting
Yeah.
and tampering with their genes and
they look creepy.
yeah. That's dark magic. Cloning.
Sith magic.
Secrets only the Sith knew. But Anakin didn't kill any of them. He just disarmed all of them.
Wow, it's the first time he's ever shown restraint.
Right? I like how we don't get any subtitles. It just like assume you know what's going on. Like we kind of get it.
Was that a kyber crystal that was powering that?
That's kind of how I take it, but I don't know. I don't remember this being as drawn out. It's like, okay, we get it. There's 70 Magna Guards chasing 3 Jedi.
Yeah. Why can't you just use the Force to get your lightsaber back?
Excellent question. Part of it, like feeling slow and drawn out too, is like you said, the transition from Volume 1 being 5 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes
They
to
took-
now it's
they
like,
have more time to fill.
yeah,
Versus just doing a short.
yeah. That's why it feels like it's
Yeah.
more drawn out. Which is weird because I watched them back to back all the time as a kid, but like, I guess you don't notice that when you're a kid.
Oh, you don't know pacing.
No.
What's like the one show that you watched as a kid and tried to watch as an adult and it just doesn't hold up?
I don't know if I've got one yet. Like, I haven't had a chance. I don't have any streaming service to watch Rugrats or Dexter's or Hey Arnold, so I haven't watched that since a kid. I was a
Hey
kid.
Arnold holds up.
I would assume they all
Hey-
do, but I haven't
I
had a
think
chance.
Hey Arnold's on Amazon. At least it used to be.
I don't have anything. I just have Netflix, Disney Plus, and YouTube. So
Um,
and it's not even my Netflix. I'm just borrowing somebody's.
I don't think Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers holds up.
That's a good point.
Like-
I haven't tried that one yet.
Yeah, as an adult, it's like, okay, that shrill voice, I can't
Yeah.
take it.
But does the story hold up?
I
And the
don't know
characters?
because I can't
and-
make it through because it just drives me too.
Is
it
can you
drives me
modulate?
insane.
Just change the pitch?
Yo,
maybe?
what's up, Dale?
Yeah, I don't know. I went back and watched some of the Little Mermaid cartoon, and I went back and watched Emperor's New School and Kim Possible.
Kim
all
Possible
all
holds
those are
up.
fine. They're all
See,
still.
I was like older though when Kim Possible. Like I was already in high school. I think when Kim Possible was out. Wasn't what year did that come out?
I don't know. Oh yeah,
I was in high
shoot! Here we
school
go.
2004.
Here we go. Anakin going dark side.
Oh.
In front of all the warriors too, and they're like, "Oh, so the things that we just saw in that cave painting are coming true." This dude's killing people.
Did he force choke this guy? Yes. Jesus.
Just crushed him like a can.
Damn. Damn, Annie.
And they see his hand and the markings. They're like, "Oh,
Looks just like what
The-
was foretold.
the force vision of a
They're like,
evil dude."
uh-oh.
But
Look at him.
they're
He's like,
They're like, "Let's get rid of
"Ugh."
these things. We're not a part of that."
They're doing like the Nazi salute. That's
Yeah,
kinda,
it's
that's
little-
kinda wild.
It's a little creepy.
They only have one arm though. What are you gonna
Yeah.
do? This reminds me of the Son of Mortis arc.
A little bit. How it define it explicitly is like chosen one, chosen one,
Yes.
chosen one. This
And-
one is more
and
subtle.
and Obi-Wan's out with them while he's off doing something.
Yeah. This one's a little more nuanced and subtle, but not fully. Like
Did you
it's
get vaccinated yet?
no, man.
Not
I'm
even
going
a
to.
shot?
No, I'm going to. It's just I can't miss a day of work right now if I feel like death the next day. So I have to plan my days out and take 2 days off.
Yeah, it's
And it's hard when you transition to a new job where they're already like, "Hey, if you mess up, you might not be here." So it's like, "Oh, okay."
Quit taking himself so seriously.
Yeah. Can you imagine though, like being the wife or daughter of this thing that comes back, and you're like, "Oh, that's you now."
Yeah, right.
Ooh. That's so stupid.
This is dumb.
I knew you would not like most of this. You like some of it, but yeah, I knew you wouldn't.
It's okay. Shut up, Obi-Wan.
And that's just like Mortis too. Visions galore on Mortis. Everybody gets one.
Everybody gets a vision.
Oprah's walking around. You get a vision. You get a vision.
Everybody gets a vision. Even the MCU gets a vision. Get it?
They get 3 visions. And we don't know if they're all dead or alive. Who knows? Who cares?
They're dead.
Are they?
They were all like in her brain.
But the white one's still out there somewhere.
No, he's dead.
He's dead?
It's
He flew away.
He flew away, but it wasn't real.
I don't know. I hope that show flies away because it's not real.
Yo, Grievous just don't quit.
Oh, here we go. Dark side Palpatine. Grievous does not stop, man. He's relentless. Uh-oh. We get the reveal, finally. Forearm Grievous. They're like, what?
Does he kill those Jedi?
Oh, yeah. We actually see him
No.
kill Jedi. Crazy.
No.
Dave Filoni, Clone Wars, we don't see it.
That's so upsetting.
It is. And they just give up because they're like, oh, mission accomplished.
Jeez.
And she knows it.
She
She's like, uh-oh.
realizes
She's
it.
like, that's why they quit.
Not the Ithorian. Not the guy from the cantina.
I always thought it was a Bothan, but maybe it's not. I forget what Bothans look like.
That's a line every time. Many Bothans died to get these plans.
Hmm.
Is that a Bothan?
I don't think so. I think that's
Where's
what I
the
always
Rogue
thought.
One of the Death Star 2 plans?
Right? That would be more interesting.
Rogue One 2.
Rogue One, too. Too fast, too Death Star. Uh-oh.
No, that's a Bothan.
Oh, whoa. Wait, was that a Wolfman? Uh-oh. Grievous got Shock T. Mace.
Did you ever see
Here we
the?
go.
I meant to bring this up earlier, and I got distracted with something else.
Here's your...
Did you ever see the galaxies? Oh,
That's why he coughs. Grievous did it.
Or
Or Grievous did it. Mace did it too, Grievous. Yep.
Wild.
Sorry. Okay, go ahead.
Did you ever see the Galaxy's Edge Millennium Falcon vintage collection that they released?
Yeah. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
I
I would love
want
to
it.
be able to buy it.
I don't have $500, but if I did,
Nope. But okay, so
yeah, I do have $500,
But
I
not
don't
for
have
that.
$500
Not for
for
that.
that.
yeah. So in this version, she's not dead yet.
Jesus.
This could make sense. They left that planet. They've already
There's just no Ahsoka.
no,
And
but they left that planet, and like sometime right in here, they're gonna see Ahsoka, and Ahsoka's gonna be like, "Come to Mandalore," and they're gonna be like, "We can't. We got to go to Coruscant." Oh, this is where they get. This part changes it. See, they get that message in the new Clone Wars when Anakin is talking to Ahsoka. So literally,
yeah.
that's the only change. That's it,
make a special edition with her there.
right?
And then this is the battle. This is where 3 starts.
Revenge of the Sith right now. Yep.
Yep. Nice.
Yeah.
I liked it. First part was Jesus Christ, not Clone Wars.
Now you got to watch 300 episodes of Clone Wars.
No, I don't. I liked the first half a little bit better. I liked the slower or the faster pace versus the slower pace storytelling.
Yeah.
I
think I do too now, the more I look at it.
None of them were bad. It was just a little drawn out on the second
Yeah.
half.
Yeah.
But I liked it as a whole. I thought it was really, really good. It would not end up in my EUPUSA.
No?
You watched the
Me
show,
neither.
Will. Jesus
I know. I got to watch
Christ.
Battle for Endor, Caravan of Courage,
We'll
Ewoks.
do this as a bonus here. I want your reaction to the Ewok theme song.
I know I've heard it, but
Okay.
I've forgotten it. So let's see.
It's
Yeah, okay. Thank God there's a skip intro button. I've never used it on Disney Plus in my life, but for this I will. Oh my gosh. Dang. We'll stand up for our rights. Yeah, as you should, but yeah. What the? Man. It's still going. We're not over yet. Is this the whole show? USA, USA. What? George Lucas put his name on this, so. That will be.
It's so bad.
That will
It's
be
like,
the first intro I skip ever.
Do you know, like, I don't even how someone made that song like that's a good like it's not in the key's not good.
No.
Is none of it is good. I don't understand what happened there, but I can't watch it. But that's it for this commentary episode, man. That was a lot of fun. It was cool watching a new Star Wars thing.
Right? That's
That
so
doesn't happen
so
very
strange to
often.
me.
It
Like
is-
Mando's new, but like
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's new. That was my sternum that just popped.
everything's popping.
Yeah, that's like new for everybody. But it was cool to have like something that's been around for a while that I've never seen before.
Yeah.
But yeah, go check it out.
I
Man.
still
if you
love
guys
it.
have Disney Plus, I think you'll like it. It's
It holds up to me, and the Grievous stuff was still great.
I think
Mace stuff was great.
It doesn't just hold up. I think it's better as a whole than the Clone Wars is as a whole.
I agree. Yeah, I wish you could tie in Ahsoka's character arc into it, because that's like the best part of the new Clone Wars. But
Agreed.
yeah.
I think it's so good. If it's not for that, there really is no need to not make that
No.
canon.
Yeah. I think they still can, but like that last Coruscant message would have to be changed. But that's fine. That's 6 seconds. Like
Yeah.
whatever.
So all but the last 6 seconds of that could be canon. Good.
the special edition is they just cut it
Put
6
Ahsoka
seconds
in.
short.
Just
Or
put a
that.
little-
Straw Ahsoka.
Put Shock T, pretend it's Ahsoka.
Nah, that still doesn't work.
Thank you guys for listening so much for the podcast. The next episode we do will be like a regular episode. Plus, we'll be doing the live stream this week. I don't know what day yet.
I don't know. Probably Friday? I don't
We'll
know.
figure it out. Friday would work. After the kids go to bed, Friday would work.
After I go to bed? Oh, okay.
Oh, I'm so tired. I'm so
Me
ready to go to
too.
bed. Thank you guys for listening to the podcast. We'll see you on the next show. Till then, may the force be with you.
Always.